Hi, my name is Tim and I'm redeemed. There's a whole lot of things that are wrong in this country, and I'd like to put them all in 3 minutes and clear up the air and get us on the right track. But if anyone sits out there and listens even for 3 minutes, the information wouldn't even be comprehensible. You wouldn't be able to comprehend it. We need to do a lot in a very little bit of time, and makes it extremely difficult. The major problem in the United States of America is not that it's easier to say what it is than what it's not. The problem in America is oppression. Oppression. The things that George Washington and Abraham Lincoln and other great presidents, Ronald Reagan, fought for was the same thing we need to fight for today. And it's called freedom. Freedom. That's what changes the world. Freedom changes the world. Freedom. Now, you say, well, we're free. We're not free. We are oppressed by a government that controls and regulates everything that goes on in our lives, to the point that we're strangled. Now, there's something evil about a man when he says he wants to help you, when the idea of helping you is leveling the playing field by shifting regulations and controls, taxation. When they say that they want to do that, what they want to do is control you and control the people that they're going to regulate and tax. It's all about control, power. Control and power. That's all it's about. It's real simple for me to understand. I'm not a highly educated human being. I have been alive for a little while, but I've always thought this as far back as I can remember. Taxation is not paid for by people who have wealth. It's paid for in the process of accumulating wealth. As you accumulate wealth, you pay tax on the accumulation. The only way to accumulate wealth, well, there's more ways. The only way to do it legally is to provide a product or a service. That's the only way to accumulate wealth. Sometimes your product can be money. Sometimes your product can be your brain. Sometimes it can be something that you put together. You understand. It can be service. You could be sweeping the floor. That's a product. That is how you accumulate wealth. By providing for somebody else. Now, if taxes are collected from someone who accumulates wealth, where does he get his accumulation from? He gets it from you and me. So all taxation is not paid by the people who are accumulating wealth. It's paid for by the people who are making transactions with the people who are accumulating wealth. So you and I are paying their tax rate, whatever it is. If it's 15%, that's what we're paying. If it's 40%, that's what you and I are paying. There is no ifs or uts, ifs or ors or buts or anything else in between. There isn't. You pay for a product, the tax is taken out of that money, period. If you can understand that, then that is why you are so destitute, so under the spell of, we only want to help you. That is evil. Yes, Mr. President, when you promise people the things that you promise, it is evil, and it comes from an evil heart. The promise that you will give someone freedom, you'll give them liberty, you'll make sure that people stay out of their way. That's the promise that produces prosperity. How did the country under George Washington ever grow? How did it ever develop? How did it ever prosper? Because the government was regulating, taxing and controlling the people to death? No. It gave them freedom, and it protected that freedom. And that's your job, Mr. President, and you're failing miserably. God forbid we go through the rest of your term in this situation. But there are no men within government right now who are taking charge and who are going to lead this country out of this tax and control, regulate situation that we're in. If things aren't turned around soon, it's going to be, every day it gets harder and harder and harder. It's like digging a ditch and putting yourself in it and just throwing the dirt on yourself. At some point in time, it's impossible to get the dirt off of you. It's going to be so overwhelming that it's going to take an incredible, you know, the devil don't just waltz in and take over. We can turn this around that fast. We just kick him out. Kick the idea out that you, Mr. President, can level the playing field, that you can provide, that you can fix. We need somebody in this country who doesn't try to play God with my grandkids' life. Everybody, please speak out and do your part. God bless.